So here she is, my Hognose. At this moment in time, she's in a hunger strike, but I'm still getting her out because she soaks if I don't. It's as simple as that. She actually soaks. So you can see she just loves being out with me. Just a dream of a snake. I love her. I suffer with, obviously, as most know, I suffer with anxiety and depression. I'll put depression in there because you learn to live with it. You never get over it. Um, but I suffer more anxiety these days than anything. When I do get a spout of it, doing quite well at the moment. And this is my anxiety snake. The scales, you might look at them and think they're not that dangerous, and they're not. But the scales are quite similar to a rattlesnake's in texture, really, although a lot smaller. She is just, that's what she does. See how well behaved she is. She just, hey, hey, no, 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 be social, please. Be social. Would I part with a snake? Not for anyone. Not for anyone. My snakes are part of my life. My snakes are part of my story. Um, you could say that about anything, but I've wanted snakes ever since I was young, and my mum, bless her heart, she was petrified of snakes, so I never ever got snakes. But I had giant African land snails. Some of them were wild caught from Nigeria. Um, I had leopard geckos, bearded dragon. Like I've had birds over the years, hamsters, rabbits, cats. I've had most things really. Um, but all their lives do come to an end one day. Um, and that is the saddest reality. Sometimes they have a health problem that's irreversible and not in your control. Neither are vets. That's happened to me on a few occasions. Um, what are my pet highlights? I did buy a tiger snail once. Um, Nigerian Gunner Pigeon. And I bought it on eBay. And it was £1.99, so I only bought one of them because I thought, no, it's got to be the common giant African land snail, the East African Felicia, or Felica, as people call it. Um, so yeah, it coming. God forbid it was actually a tiger snail. So I had to then. I had it all set up really for Felicia, and then it was a case of, oh crap, what do I do now? I'm gonna have to get the right humidity and everything. But yeah, I combated that. I got the right hemat and everything else, and all that went well. And that grew to be some hell of a snail. I mean, the snake here now is 23 grams. She hasn't lost any weight, but that snail was half a kilo and more in weight. Like half a kilo. That's half a bag of sugar. Like, to hold it for a long period of time, you were like, wow, that's heavy. Um, and then I've had all the others like ovums and Sutturalis. Sutturalis was the latest, the latest and the last of the snails. And then I had Beardy as well. Um, and when poor Beardy died, I was at a football match with with my dad, and I put the question one day. I said, obviously, that's when my bearded dragon died. I said, Dad, I said, the next best thing for me to have, like the only animal in the world that could top any of them, is a snake. So that's when I got Scosey, which was my first ever snake, being a corn snake. And then I ended up with Gizmo, and that was the start. I got that at the start of I think it was the start of the lockdown, or just a little bit in. Bloody menace. Come on then. And then I wanted a hognose. Hognose was the snake I wanted first out of any of the snakes that I have. Not that I would change absolutely. I wouldn't. I wouldn't change any of them. I mean, they're cracking little things. I wouldn't say little with corn snakes, but they're cracking. But yeah. And then I went and got this sweetheart, which is a Western Hognose. Mildly venomous, rear fanged they are, but they have to really gnaw on you for any considerable amount of time to get any of that venom in you, and then even so, it's not medically significant. Hence why they're not part of the Dangerous Animals Act, and you'd have to have a Dangerous Animals license. If they bit you and gnawed on you, at worst, you'd probably have a bit of swelling to your hand, unless you're allergic, and then you'd just go to the hospital and you'd get antihistamines, and you'd be on the winning road, winning straight. Wouldn't you, Iz? Wouldn't you? But honestly, she's cobraed up on me, she's struck at me, and not once has she bit me. They try and make themselves look scary, but they're the softest little things on earth. And their little nose, that's where they get the name Hognose. Anyway, come on in, Iz. We're going to sign off for the night. So this is me, and that's Izzy on my signing off for the evening. Night, folks. Say night then, Iz. Alright. See you later. Night, folks. Have a good one.